The video you sent me is indeed making a scene. In the footage, a woman named Moon Jae-young, Kyeong, is at the DKX Sungkwan Unit concert, a sub-unit of 17 that has been holding concerts since 2026. The video says, backhand index pointing right, Kyeong at 17th DKX Sungkwan concert, and next to him was seen a person wearing a hat and glasses. Then the big question. Backhand index pointing right, is he accompanied by Kim Do-young or Cha Eun-woo? Honest answer. Warning, there is no valid evidence or official confirmation. Magnifying glass tilted left analysis of viral videos, which can be ascertained from the video. Moon Jae-young was allegedly present at the concert. He seems to enjoy the atmosphere, singing, smiling, relaxing. There was someone next to him, unclear identity. Backhand index pointing right, but crossmark, the face is not clearly visible. Crossmark, no angle confirming identity. Crossmark, no major media confirmed who his friend was. Fire, why is it directly linked to Do-young and Eun-woo? This is due to the effect of the previous narrative. Cha Eun-woo has often been shipwrecked since True Beauty. Kim Do-young emerging as the new narrative of fandom. Backhand index pointing right, so whenever there is a man near Moon Jae-young, collision directly drawn to the two names. Important facts that are often overlooked. Backhand index pointing right, Cha Eun-woo is currently serving in the army. Right arrow, less likely to appear casually at a public concert without big news.
Sağ gösteren el Kim Do-young.
Right arrow, there were no reports of being present at the concert with Moon Jae-young. This is the most reasonable conclusion. Backhand index pointing right, Moon Jae-young is indeed likely to be present at the concert. Backhand index pointing right, but the identity of the person beside him. Crossmark, can't be sure Do-young. Crossmark, can't be sure Cha Eun-woo. Collision, most likely just a friend/staff/casual acquaintance. Why do you keep getting pissed? Because we are still in the previous phase. Backhand index pointing right, the narrative is already too strong. So, small evidence exaggerated. Blur direct figure assumed. Ordinary moments made into a big code. Fire, most honest conclusion. Backhand index pointing right, the video is real. Backhand index pointing right, his presence may be real. Backhand index pointing right, but who accompanies? Collision, still wild speculation. No facts can lock in an answer yet. Fire, latest advanced. Spotted phase. Moon Jae-young's concert moment triggers a new wave of conjecture. Who is the figure next to her? Fire. After the viral video of the 17 DKX Sungkwan concert went viral, the situation did not subside. Instead, it entered a new phase called by netizens as the spotted phase. In this phase, one small visual snippet immediately triggers a chain of large speculations. From the circulating video, Moon Jae-young is seen enjoying a concert. Next to him was a man with a hat and glasses. Dark angle plus blur quality makes identity difficult to ascertain. Backhand index pointing right, but it was precisely here that everything exploded. Two names jump up again. Without any confirmation, the public immediately pointed to two old figures.
Bàn tay chỉ sang phải Cha Eun-woo.
Sağ gösteren el Kim Do-young.
The reason is not new evidence, rather than the old narrative that has stuck. Magnifying glass tilted left netizens began excessive analysis. Some outstanding claims. Looks like Eun-woo. It's like a dojo. The way the establishment is familiar. Backhand index pointing right, there are even zoom video. Raise the brightness. Comparing with old photos. Crossmark, no absolutely valid results. Frequently missed facts. Backhand index pointing right, Cha Eun-woo is in the army. Right arrow, very little chance of being present secretly without leaking to the big media.
Sağ gösteren el Kim Do-young.
Right arrow, there was no official report of being present at the concert with Moon Jae-young. Brain, why does everything feel convincing? Because the public has entered the phase. Backhand index pointing right, excessive pattern recognition. The brain tries matching faint faces, connecting with old stories, filling invisible parts. Backhand index pointing right and results. Collision something unclear feels like evidence. Fire reality versus narrative. Reality, Moon Jae-young likely to attend concert. There was someone beside him. Identity unclear. Crossmark narrative. It must be Eun-woo. Or it must be Do-young. Backhand index pointing right, whereas collision there has not been a single piece of evidence pointing to either. End arrow advanced conclusion. Backhand index pointing right, the video did spark a stir. Collision and what is happening now is not the disclosure of facts, rather than the repetition of old patterns. See associate believe. The sharpest sentence. The viral era. Backhand index pointing right, the quickest to believe is not the most obvious, but the most fit into the story already in the head of the public. Fire hottest updates. Identity chase phase, the hunt for the identity of the figure next to Moon Jae-young is getting crazy. Netizens are totally split. Fire. Magnifying glass tilted right, the hunt begins. The same video footage is now being reanalyzed to the extreme. Frame by frame checked. Increased brightness and contrast. Even the silhouette of the face compared to old photos. Backhand index pointing right, the target is only one. Collision revealing the identity of the mysterious man. The three most common theories. 1. Eun-woo's. Backhand index pointing right, Cha Eun-woo touted for posture and vibe. But the truth is out there. It's a scam. 2. Do-young theory. Backhand index pointing right, Kim Do-young is considered more likely. Crossmark, however, no evidence of presence at the site. 3. Non-celebrity theory. Backhand index pointing right, friends /staff/ casual acquaintances. Heavy check mark, this is precisely the most logical. Crossmark, but at least interesting to netizens. Warning that began to change. Interestingly, the public is now no longer focused on the facts, but on backhand index pointing right, who best fits the story they want to believe. Aftermath. One video, many versions of the truth. There are many identities. Collision and everything feels convincing for each camp. Brain new phenomenon. Confirmation loop. Netizens are now stuck in a pattern. Believe one theory. Looking for supporting evidence. Ignoring the opposite. Backhand index pointing right result. Collision, everyone feels they have strong evidence. If you look at the objective, crossmark, none of these are actually confirmed. The truth hidden behind the veil. Heavy checkmark, Moon Jae-young may be at the concert. Heavy checkmark, there is someone beside him. The video is a real. Crossmark, but no definite identity. No confirmation from the agency. No major media reports. Collision, all still speculation. End arrow, most obvious conclusion. Backhand index pointing right, it's no longer about who he really is. Backhand index pointing right, but about how the public imposed the answer of something is not yet clear. Fire most stinging closing sentence. In the midst of curiosity, backhand index pointing right, man does not always wait for the truth.